Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Tina. How are you? Okay, so I'm having a little bit of issues this morning, so it's kind of been a rough start to the day. So my other camera would not work, so I'm doing this off of an actual webcam. It's just been a morning so far. I think the battery got too low on my other one, so whenever I tried to use it and tried to plug it in, it's taken a while for it to charge back up. But morning, Margie, how are you? Can you hear me okay? Yes, it's been one of those days so far. And then on top of that, my daughter, she's been borrowing a vehicle because she had a flat tire on hers and she got a new tire, but didn't have anybody to watch the grandkids. So the grandkids are here this morning. So if I have to get up and go and take care of those for a minute, I'm so sorry. But it's just been one of those mornings so far. And they're pretty rambunctious today. Right now, they are in the playroom. I think that yeah, y'all can see what I'm working on, but this webcam is not the greatest, so it's not that clear. Morning, morning, Jeannie. How are you doing? I did start the Red Queen and got and actually I am almost finished with that. Hello, Lawrence. Is that how you say that? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Welcome. So glad to see you here. Trying to get this on my phone so I don't keep having to watch over on my laptop. Let me see if I can get it on my phone. Turn the volume all the way down. We don't want squealing. Okay, now hopefully it'll stay on the live chat. That is true. I've heard people are having a lot of issues this year with the square drills, but that round drill is great. But yeah, it has been a morning so far. I was afraid I wasn't going to get stuff ready on time. I wasn't going to get it all set up, but I did. The kids were like, "We're hungry." And I don't have hardly any snack foods here right now or breakfast foods. So I had to give them chips for breakfast. For now, I'll get them something, or their mom will be back before too long. But I did get a video scheduled. I think it'll come out tomorrow of my week. I wish I'd gotten more camping stuff on there, but I just didn't. But I tried. I am loving those meta classes though, as far as recording little bits like that. They are absolutely great. Hi, Granny. How are you? So, anyway, I was in Van Buren yesterday and I went up to the park to wait on Joshua to get off work, and I was walking around and I just had them on. I wasn't really I wasn't trying to record anything, but apparently I turned the camera on. And I got a little video of me just walking around. So I went ahead and put it in the video that's supposed to come out tomorrow. It's just a little bits of tidbits of my week. Um, so, and I walked past this one lady, and I know she knew I was recording because it was probably blinking like it does whenever the glasses are recording, so that other people know. I didn't, but anyway, it all worked out though. But on the way to work to take him to work yesterday, it was that's kind of what I've been trying to do in my car and stuff. Um, I might try to do one more with the stores later. I was really hoping to get a ride on the trolley because it's like a little tour thing. It they have it running on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I don't know what the other day is, but every time they have it going, I think it starts running about the time that I'm going to pick up Joshua from work on the days that I happen to be up there whenever it's running. So I walked over to it and there was nobody there. You haven't had anyone ask yet? Um, I'm actually really liking it. I'll probably get more brave to do it in the stores eventually, except for one. I probably won't hardly ever do it in one store in particular, just for reasons of my own. But yeah, eventually I'll get brave enough to start doing it in the to record in the stores and stuff like Dollar Tree and Michael's. In fact, I've got so many more paintings to unbox that I got from Michael's. And I got that little ceramic light up Christmas tree. And I haven't unboxed it yet, but I did not realize it doesn't have any guides for where to put the diamonds or anything at whenever I bought it. So that will be a fun one to try to figure out. Good morning, Connie. How are you? Welcome. But anyway, we were on our way. I was taking him to work, and we were just driving along, and this bird, I don't even know where it came from. It just flew right lower to the ground right in front of my car, and I barely missed it. I wasn't expecting it to be there. I barely missed it. I bet it came a foot from my car. Well, I start to speed up again, and then here comes another bird. And it was a huge bird. I don't know if it was a buzzard or it was a big bird. I'm not good at the species of the birds and stuff, but two of them right in a row. I kind of wish I'd been wearing my glasses at that time, but I wasn't. But it was so strange. And it's like whenever I'm taking him to work or coming home is whenever I always have all this strange stuff happen. I told him it was his fault that stuff always happens. That is true. I'm not sure what kind of birds they were, but they were huge. But anyway, I took him to work, dropped him off, and then went and did my thing. I went to Burger King, and they've actually got those little cine minis back. So I stopped by there and got some of those. I used to love those. I haven't really tried that feature yet. I need to, but I haven't tried it yet. Yesterday though, while I was driving, I did try the little hack of doing a practice live to Instagram, and then you can download it. And I did like a 9-minute video, but the glasses started getting hot, so I don't know if that will be a thing that I'll use that much in the future. But anyway, I tried, and that's on the video that y'all will see coming up soon too. But I tried that so that I could record a little bit of a longer video. Did I get all the E's? I think I did. So it worked out okay. The quality isn't as good, but it's not terrible either. I heard a lot of people say that it had terrible quality whenever you did that. And to me, it's actually better than the quality that you're seeing here with this right now. Let's see if I can find the orange. There they are. But yeah, I had a pretty good time yesterday. Oh, I did go to the Dollar Tree, but it was just getting my granddaughter's birthday presents. And I actually bought this for her, but then I thought about her getting mad at her brothers and what could happen with this. So I decided to go ahead and keep it. I thought it would be really cute to do the little unboxings with, kind of point stuff out. I call it a little Mickey Mouse hand. Oh, they are the Meta glasses. I haven't got them with me yet, or I don't have them with me right now. They're actually in the other room. And welcome, Elizabeth. But yeah, I've been trying new little things on it. And I keep saying that I'm going to go to the VR Wave website to see about getting prescription lenses that I can put in myself. That is exactly what I was thinking, Tita. But I'm going to be experimenting more and more with those glasses, but I'm either going to have to get lenses put in them or I'm going to have to get more contacts. One or the other. Because I've only got this one pair of contacts right now, and they're almost to the point that I'm going to have to take them out and leave them out. They're not quite there yet, but soon. So I'm going to have to decide whether I'm going to get lenses or if I'm going to get contacts. Which for my regular glasses, I got this little Bluetooth, they're like earbuds that I can hook it to the side of my glasses that I can listen to my books and stuff with. But I'm still not sure that would work it. I could use that at work. Reader stickers. Now that might be an idea. Yes, you definitely need to do a video on that because it's whenever I'm diamond painting with them and showing y'all like whenever I'm down at the shop, I have to put my readers on, which are these right now. And then I have to put those over it just so I can see, to be able to put these down. But from what I've heard, the VR Wave has cheaper prescription lenses. Whenever I went to iMart, they told me it would be over $200 to get the lenses for them to put in. And then Walmart, if I got the same lenses that I got in my regular glasses, I know that they would be around $179. But I'm not sure how well that I could put those those particular lenses in myself, because they both places said that they would not be responsible if they broke, and I completely understand that. Yes, I cannot see without either contacts or glasses at all. I am blind. Like where I'm sitting, I couldn't even see. If I took off my contacts, I couldn't even see the boxes in front of me. I could not read what was on them. I am definitely the same way anymore. But I left everything in the other room that I was going to show y'all. I did finish that 3 panel that I was working on while I was camping. And I will tell you that the new ones from Art Skills, at least that one, are absolutely great compared to the ones that we got last year as far as being able to read them. Those are absolutely wonderful. I had absolutely no trouble reading those. I can I can relate to that, Tina. That's the way I am because I know the colors of the bottles. Oh, that is terrible. I would hate that. That's the one thing. My mom has been legally blind since she was like 19. So, and hers cannot be corrected by glasses. From what somebody told me at one time, it's like she has a little bit of vision, but it's just like a little pinhole that she's looking through. So glasses don't really help her in any way, but well, I can't quite say that because my husband moves those around as well whenever he's using them, but I do go by color a lot. But yeah, hold on just a second. I will be right back. Okay. My husband was back in there, so I went ahead and closed the door because I had it open so that I could hear the kids in case they started just doing getting a little rowdy. They're actually being pretty good though. Okay, I was looking over there to make sure that I wasn't on the top chat on my phone because it stopped scrolling on me. I wanted to make sure. But yeah, I took him to work and we had that bird fly in front of us. That was very strange. Last week, whenever I took him to work, there was a guy at the Dollar General whenever we got home, or whenever we were going home, that that was loading his groceries into a basket of a tractor. That's what he drove to the Dollar General, was a tractor, only in small towns. But I am working on turkey for Thanksgiving right now. And whenever I did take this one camping, but I left my spare drills here. So I wasn't able to get very far on it. And I think if I would have had all those drills with me, I probably would have been at least halfway done with this one. But this, I will say that this one is working up very quickly too. But with Randall Spangler paintings, they normally do. They have a lot of color blocking, but it's most of it is not an excessive amount in one section. So you don't get as bored as quickly as like some that have a bunch of color blocking all in one section. Stardust is not even in here. I just dropped my pen. Where'd it go? Stardust is not even in here right now. And I am finding cat hair on my canvas. Come on. Do any of y'all find the cat hair and then it gets stuck to the whole thing and you just go ahead and diamond paint over it? Lexi, how are you? Welcome. This is why we can't have nice things. That is so true. Yep. Stardust is actually, in all honesty, Stardust is actually Lexi's cat. Yes, and it's like even now she's not even in here. I trapped, put her out before I started my live today because she would have been right in here on it. Making, we did not steal your cat. Your cat just decided to stay. But yeah, this one is coming together really quickly. And Lexi, I still have your bag. I'll probably send it up with Dad next week. So just let me know which day. Okay. I don't know why this keeps going to top chat. I hate it that it does that all the time. Friday? Okay. I'll put it in his truck on Friday. You'll have to go in and see him to get him to unlock it. And just let him know. But I'll put it in there. I got her the I can't even remember the cat's name whenever I got my Winnie the Pooh bag. Yes. I I normally try to use my I used to try to use my tablet to watch the chat, but on my tablet that thing keeps hanging up and freezing up on me whenever I'm doing lives, so it doesn't quite work real well for that. Maria, yes. I am not going to. I'm not even going to go look at it. I say that, and then as soon as I get off of here, I'll end up going and looking. But I'm not buying any more right now. I went a little crazy at Michael's. So I've got four, I think four that I have not did a video on yet. I love that Christmas ornament one. I can't wait to try to do it and see how that one turns out. Me too. I'm trying not to buy any more, at least premium paintings right now. Not saying that's going to completely happen, but I'm going to try. Switching to the S's, which is I don't know the color name like Granny does, but it's a darker brown. The Calico Chicken. I have not seen that one. Yes, I went, and what's bad is whenever I got those paintings, I did not even. That's fine. Go ahead. I did not even get. I didn't even go in the store. I went to the website, saw that they had them in store, and put in a curbside pickup order. So I didn't even have to go in the store to get those. Well, actually, technically, I did because I couldn't check in, but they had it ready right up front. All I had to do is walk in there, grab mine, and leave. But that was just because the app was being a pain. I'm gonna have to look at that one. That just sounds so different. I'm gonna have to look at it and see what it is. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to write that one down. Lizette Crafts and Tales. I know I'm subscribed to her, but I haven't got notifications in a while. I wonder if YouTube unsubscribed me. I'm gonna write this down really, really quick. And next week, I will try to do a regular WIP and chat instead of like just one of the vlog ones. Yeah, I'll have to check that out because I haven't been getting her notifications at all. There, in fact, there's a lot of people that I haven't been getting notifications for, and I don't know why. Even Sparkle, is it Sparkle and Chill? I had to go into hers and resubscribe because it unsubscribed me. I know it's crazy, but there was something else that I was going to tell y'all about. I need to start making a list of stuff that I want to talk to y'all about just so I can remember what it was. But yeah, I think one of my next videos, I'm going to do an unboxing of the 3-panel gnome one that I got. But I'm going to show in that same video, I'm going to show a completion of the other 3-panel that I got this year at Walmart. Now, I still want to get the butterfly one. Really? I even whenever I just subscribed to somebody, I always set it to the all. So that could be it too. Really? I haven't seen her post in a while, but I hadn't thought anything about it. Um, because she did have what, Becky's Diamond Bling? Was that her old channel? I really don't know. I haven't looked for it lately. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know the reasons behind her other channel, what happened, but um really. That is terrible. Hello, Shells. How are you? Yeah, I was watching her channel quite often. Right now, I am so far behind on watching channels, and I still listen at work sometimes, but I have to be careful on what channels I listen to there. Yes. Really? I bet that was shells. Yeah, I never knew what happened. I just knew that because whenever she first started the purple Princess Diamond paints, she said that something had happened, but she never went into detail on the video that I started on. So I didn't know exactly what had happened. But yeah, they should have one of those coming up here pretty soon. I never get to go to them here because they're always on the weekends, and I find out about them at the last minute. Because I had actually thought about doing a bunch of these the smaller things and setting up a booth at something like that. Really? That is terrible. Okay. Okay. I've got 1K. We'll go ahead and get that done. But I never do. I'm never able to do that because it's always on the weekend, and I don't find out until the last minute. Just because I don't pay much attention, actually. Yeah, I never knew what had happened. Let's see, L. Where is my L's? This right here is one thing that I really missed having while I was camping. Whenever I was working on those 3 panels, I didn't have them in my little tray containers. Absolutely love these. I am so spoiled to having these kind of containers as what I use, but they're not as easy to take with you on the whenever you're doing the bigger ones. Yeah, I can't say that I watched every video, but I watched a lot of them. But let's see. Now I'm getting to the part where I'm going through the colors really quickly. Oops, hold on. I got it. Okay. The 6. Are you talking about the ones with lids or the ones without lids? Because I have some of the regular art dot that I like. I like those really well, but the ones with the lids are not as good. Yeah, I didn't care for those as much as I like my other ones. I will use them, but they will just be the one of the last ones that I use. Now these, I think these are called Glovetrove ones right here that I'm using. As far as lining up, these do absolutely wonderful. I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but these line up great. And they're the Glovetrove ones. I think I've already got it in the description of this video. But these line up great. And then my Forever Young ones do as well. But I would almost say that this is the Forever Young one, that the Glovetrove line up better than these, but they're both really good trays. But I absolutely love these trays. In fact, if these are still on sale, I'll probably end up getting another set. I, I actually like those trays too. And in fact, Julia sent me a bunch of them, and that is the ones that I use over on my tower over there that does not move around. But I keep those trays over there, and right now I want to say that I have a 3-panel kitted up in those. But those are good trays too, but I like my container trays. I like using the tower system, and these, I'm just spoiled to it. You don't realize how much time it saves not having to pour all these back into a bottle and stuff. But between these two, I can't decide if I like the Forever Young the best or the Glovetrove. I've got one set of trays similar to these that has the pour spout, but they are absolutely terrible. In fact, I've got my Hannah Lynn Mystery painting kitted up in one of those, and I am probably, once I finish one of these others, I'm going to switch the trays over, and I don't know what I'll do with those. I just do not like those trays at all. Yes, they do stack well, which I do have to stack them in that tower over there because it's actually just like a paper sort of shelf that people used to use in like offices and stuff to separate the different papers. But yes, they are very good trays. I still like them. I just like these are my favorite ones. These and the Forever Young ones. And then I do use my Trabric some. The Trabrics I normally, those are ones that I will, if I have a small enough painting, that I will kit up and take with me places because I can fit them into a smaller container. But somebody said that I can't remember who it was, but somebody said that they had a like a suitcase for those. So I really want to get one of those suitcases for my Trabricks. Yes, I think if they added a lid to them, a lot of people would use those too. There are some lids that you can buy for the big white ones like that. I wonder if they would fit, but I think that those are just slightly smaller. Yes, the Forever Young and the Glovetrove are my favorite ones. And the Glovetrove is the one that I'm using on this one. Just this, they line up perfectly. Maybe it was you that told me about it. I knew there was somebody that told me that there was a suitcase for them, and I haven't gotten it yet. I need to really look into that. But I'm trying to be good and not spend a whole lot more on diamond painting right now. Okay, let's see. Sevens. We're going to do the sevens. I've almost got. Oh, I'm going to have to get more of these. The Trabricks, it does take a little bit to get used to them because it opens at the end, and I think that um, puts a lot of people off to them just because whenever they open up at the end, and some people don't like that. I I've gotten used to it. I still like these better just because they line up better, they're thicker, but that does not bother me anymore. Um, and one thing about these on the side, the way that they have theirs done, I don't get drills stuck in here on the Trabricks where it opens up. Oh, I'm sorry, Shells. I didn't see that question. No, I did not. Yes, these are really nice, and so far I haven't had any trouble. Now, I haven't dropped the whole case like I did with my Forever Young ones, and they stayed closed. But I did drop one container, and that one container did stay closed, which really surprised me. But I can't say that it was just one of these. It wasn't a bunch of them. So I can't say that they will all stay closed, but if you drop them, but I have dropped one of these and it did stay closed. Yeah, I like the suitcases too, but once I found these, I don't use my suitcases nearly as much as I use these ones. Oops, I'm running out of wax. I'm gonna twist that up a little bit. Do I have my other? I think my other pen is in there. Maybe. This pen right here, I've been, I don't know if y'all can see that real well, but I've been adding, every time I put wax in this, I'll put a different color in it because I've got several colors of wax. So I've got a darker pink, a lighter pink. There's some blue right here, and then the orange. It's actually turning out, it looks really neat whenever you're twisting the new wax in there. I've got one more pin besides these with the tips that I like, these ones. So I might have to order another Diamond Art Club just to get another pin with the tip. But I don't so much do it on this one. And this one I normally use the clear wax in, but that other pen I use it on all my budget paintings and stuff. And I've been putting all different colors of wax in it. Every time I have to put more wax in it, I change colors. Is it putting a bunch of ads in this? I'm sorry if it is. I had it to where I thought I had it set to where I would manually have to put them in, and I'm not putting any in. I'm sorry. I was trying to make it to where they didn't pop up mid-roll. I know one will pop up whenever you first come into the live. Okay. Yeah, I don't like putting a bunch of them in my lives. I try not to anyway, but I'm still new at it. So I could be doing something wrong. I think they miss our money going to Diamond Art Club. I spent enough last time I ordered from them. I don't need to spend any more because there is at least one capsule on there that I want that I don't have yet. Yeah, I try not to, but I think it just does it anyway. Because I put on there manually add to the lives. I guess if you don't do it after so long, they decide to do it anyway. Let's see. Oh, this had more sevens in it than I thought it did. It is already 9:50. We've only got about 10 minutes left. Next week, I will try to be more prepared with the right camera. My cameras didn't want to work this morning. I had the grandkids here. It was one of those days that I just couldn't get everything set up the way that I wanted it. Yeah, I think that they still put some ads on the ones that aren't monetized, but it happens. Let's see. Get these down here, these sevens, before I forget about them, before I do the ones up where I was working at. But on this painting, I have got the first straggling done, except for like just the bottom part of his face. And that one is the boy dragon because it's got uh the five knots on its tail or whatever they're called. I don't know what to call them, but at the end of the tail it's got the five. So I imagine the other one is the girl. And somebody mentioned that the girl has eyelashes. I have never paid attention to that before. So once I get to that one, or we can look at this. Yes, the girl does have eyelashes. I didn't notice that. Well, it's blurry, isn't it? I don't know if y'all can see that real well. I do not like this camera at all. But the girl over on the other side does have eyelashes in it. I'd absolutely never noticed that before. I have lots of these little envelopes. I'm trying to get more of these little envelopes like this because Dollar Tree has been going up on prices so much lately. I'm afraid that they're going to go up on stuff like this too. So I'm trying to get a few more of them. I think I can buy those on Amazon though too for pretty cheap. I'll have to look. But pretty soon I'm going to be caught up to Julie on WIPs. because I'm working on the Red Queen right now. I've actually almost got that one done. I'm really surprised about that. So I might be able to finish that this weekend while I'm at work on my lunch break and stuff, hopefully. And then I don't know which one will be the next one that I start. I kind of want to start that other one that Miss Bell sent me, the one with the three little chicks on the beach. I absolutely love that one. Yes, we definitely need to see a whip parade. I need to get all mine out and do the same thing, Tita. I've got several hanging up, and I was just looking over at my stash over here. I've got one mystery painting over there that I started doing and I didn't like it at all, so I folded it up and put it back in the box. And I was just trying to think what I did with those drills because that one is one that I don't think that I will ever finish. I just don't care for it at all. So I might as well get rid of that one, but I don't know. I'll have to see if I still have the drills around. Yeah, I think I have 8 or 9 whips going right now. And that doesn't really include the mini paintings that I have. Those are just, I don't count those as whips because I don't ever do those all at once anyway. I get one done and then that's it. Yes, I would like to see all of Tita's whips too. Very true. That one I've had put back in the box for probably a couple of years now, and it's sitting on the bottom of my stack of diamond paintings. We are already at 9:57. Oh, I have had so much fun today, but unfortunately, I've got to get ready to go to work. I believe that I love having multiple whips. I'm one of those people who likes having that because I have a variety of choices of which ones I'm going to work on. But thank y'all all so much for stopping by and coming in here and visiting with us. Everyone, take care. I will see y'all next week. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I think most of y'all are, or all of y'all are already subscribed, but subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next week. Thanks, everyone. I'm trying to turn it off on the wrong screen here.